Tune in to the Denver Foos podcast.
Denver Foos all day, bro. Follow them from LA to Denver. Let's do this, baby.
Shout out to my boys, Denver Foos. Go Tony Loya.
Shout out to Denver, man. The Mile High City. You know what time it is.
What's up, it's Mariah the Scientist, and I just want to shout out Denver Foos. I'm here with such a baddie. Look at her. Oh, my God.
Hey, what's happening, y'all? Shout out Denver Foos.
I want to give a huge shout out to my buddies there at Denver Foos.
Shout out Denver Foos. I appreciate y'all.
Shout out Denver Foos. We love you, Denver Foos.
Denver Foos. What it do? It's your boy Chingo Bling. Right now, you tuning in to the Denver Foos.
Shout out to Denver Foos, baby. Denver Foos, wherever you get your videos, wherever you get your podcasts, go follow Denver Foos and enjoy.
Hey, let's go, Denver Foos.
Denver Foos, IG, follow us, man. Follow us, subscribe, like us, YouTube.
Shout out to Denver Foos. Good to see you.
The Denver Foos.
Yeah.
Shout out to Denver Foos. You don't represent for the motherfucking city.
Shout out Denver Foos.
What's up, it's your boy Concrete right here with Denver Foos, and all you got to do right now, Perito, is hit that follow, hit that like, hit that share button, share all the content, let them know where it's at. Denver Foos, your boy Concrete. We in here, Perito, mile high.
Denver Foos.
Name's Daniel Jumba Garcia. Shout out to Denver Foos, one of the best.
Shout out Denver Foos.
Shout out to Denver Foos.
Shout out Denver Foos North Side, baby. It's all about the North Side.
Hey, shout out Denver Foos. I see dead people over here.
What's cracking, homeboy? Denver Foos. Denver Foos, homeboy. And it's your boy Ken Flores. Shout out to the homies at Denver Foos.
Denver Foo, you guys are the best. Shout out to Denver Foos. Shout out to Denver Foos.
Denver Foos on IG. Come get in touch with the plug. They always got their finger on the pulse.
Are you a Denver Foo?
Yes, all day, every day, baby.
You want to be on Denver Foos or what, eh?
Denver Foos 303.
Denver Foos, huh?
Follow Denver Foos 303, Instagram, Facebook.
For real, Denver Foos, live and direct. Denver Foos, bro. We from the South Side.
Present. Uniting the city, baby.
Shout out Denver Foos.
Say it, Foos, baby. Denver Foos. Let's go, my Denver Foos. What's up? What up, Denver Foos? What's going on?
Yeah. Denver Foos. Denver Foos in the building. Let's go.
Shout out Denver Foos. I love the Denver Foos. Y'all keep it up. Y'all keep doing your thing.
Yo, Denver Foos. I'll follow you guys up.
I'm Denver Foos here reporting from Denver, Colorado. From Chicago, but I think I'm a Colorado fan now.
You're a Denver Foo now.
Now I am.
Shout out to the Denver Foos. What's up, Denver Foos?
Denver Foos. Hey, man.
Danny. Take one, Denver Foos.
Hey, shout out to Denver Foos. I noticed y'all right away. Y'all putting it down, you know, for all the gente.
Shout out to Denver Foos. You locked in, man. Stay tuned to what they got going on. One love.
I here chilling with the Denver Foos. You already know how we do it. Much love.
It's your boy DJ Sarnes Carter. Denver Foos, we in the motherfucking building.
That's right, baby. We in the building. Welcome to the Denver Foos podcast. Coming to you live from the Denver Foos Barbershop, located on 1400 South Federal Boulevard, you guys. We got to give a special shout out first to our sponsor, La Fiesta Mexican Restaurant. They're located at 2340 Champa Street. You guys, they have the best green chili in the city. You got to check it out.
What's up, Denver Foos? And welcome to the Denver Foos podcast. We're live here from the Denver Foos Barbershop, 1400 South Federal Boulevard. The boys are going in right now, cutting their hair. And we got two special guests here for this episode of the Denver Foos podcast. Two from similar worlds, but they're Denver Foos, and they're here. I want to introduce QUESTA Walker III, celebrity chef, baby. Welcome to the Denver Foos podcast.
One live on location, baby, right here with Denver Foos. Y'all know what time of day it is, you heard me? Yes, indeed, baby.
And then I also want to welcome Broncos super fan, Bronco Libre.
What's happening, Denver Foos? Let's go.
Yes, indeed.
Let's go.
Two big personalities here in the Mile High City, and we're bringing them together right here on the Denver Foos podcast. And that's just how we do it, because there's so much motion, there's so much action. There are a lot of things going on here in the Mile High City, and that's what we're here to cover and talk about. It's just everything that's going on in the urban culture, whether it's what QUESTA got going on over at all the shows, all up at CU, everything. And we got Bronco Libre covering all the hype of Bo Nix and the Broncos. Man, what do you guys think of just the Mile High City right now? There's just so much hype around a lot of our sports teams.
I think right now the Mile High is super lit, bro. I'm talking about it's lit all around the board, from our sports to the economy. It's just flooded. It's flooded right now, baby. It's just a great time. You can see it. People just happy. People speaking to you, man. The hospitality, yeah, Denver up, man. I'm talking about the nightlife, fire, daytime, fire, yeah.
There
we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to just make sure we were on the other live.
Oh,
but
yeah, yeah.
no, I mean, it's amazing. What about you, Bronco Libre?
You know what? I agree with what he just said. Denver is a mecca for sports itself. And a lot of national media do not recognize us because we think of us as still a small market. But the amount of attention that this city is getting with the love, not only with the Broncos, but with the Avalanche right now, with the Nuggets in the playoffs, you know, we're so excited for these guys itself that it's just a great time of the year, especially both the Nuggets and Avalanche in the playoffs. This is like the best part of the year for this season.
Right.
And then, of course, Denver Broncos always rule overall the city itself.
Yeah.
But I just love seeing that. Now, if we can just get the Rockies to be in the same boat as us, then, you know, it's going to be a lot more better. But in the future, you never know what could happen. We can see that coming along with them. But right now, it's all about the Avs and Nuggets.
Right. Yeah, yes, indeed. QUESTA, for the folks that are new to you, let's just talk about some of what you've done recently as far as, I mean, because you literally have cooked for everybody.
Yes,
you
indeed,
have
baby.
such a resume.
Yes, indeed. So recently, I've cooked for quite a few artists. I've also cooked for the CU basketball team as well as players individually for the football team. I cooked for quite a few players. I think at least like 30 players this coming on the 18th. Also, I just recently partnered with Vutron, and we're doing pop-up restaurant right there at 8801 East Mount View, and that grand opening will kick off April the 19th.
Congratulations, baby.
Yes, indeed.
Hell yeah.
That's kind of real huge. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Shout out to my business advisor, Danny Hamilton, man. He worked all that out for me. And I'm just excited, bro, because the people of Denver showed me so much love. You know what I'm saying? Being a transient, coming here, just the love overwhelming. Just people just supporting my food, liking the food. And like, hey, if you want some great Creole soul food, baby, I got you. You hear me? Yes, indeed.
Nice.
Yes. QUESTA, I got to give you all your flowers and your
Thank you,
props
baby.
because you've just immersed yourself into the Denver culture and with the music scene, the sports scene, and you embrace everybody. And
man.
I feel like you're a model supporter of how people should ride for everybody that's coming out of Colorado or in Colorado, just the support you give everybody coming in and out.
That's
you
it, baby.
You are the shit, bro.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you, man. Big shout out to Denver Food. Because, man, I'm being honest, when y'all did that feature on me, bro, I like catapulted, bro.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? I'm very thrilled, and I'm still a little like,
Right.
grateful for that. Like, really grateful.
Well, we're
you know,
grateful for you. The
man.
Mile High
Thank
City
you,
is
baby.
grateful for you.
Appreciate
I
it.
mean, a
we
lot
are.
of Denver foods, they have a transplant phobia or some shit. But I mean, people like we've embraced.
Thank you, baby.
You've embraced all of our culture. You're bringing in
indeed.
so much flavor, so
Thank
much
you, man.
culture,
Yeah.
not only with your food, but just your whole personality, your whole vibe, your energy, your light,
Your heart.
in your
man.
heart.
Show love to your fellow neighbor, bro. Your fellow neighbor gonna show love to you. That's what I tell everybody.
And that's exactly right. And I love that too, because if you're showing love to people, people are going to respect you so much more, and they're going to go out there and get out their way and say, you know what, you need to go out and check this guy. Yeah, I love that.
Man. Thank
Heck
you,
yeah.
bro.
I mean, I also got to praise Bronco Libre. He's
indeed.
putting it down. He's been putting it on for the Broncos.
Yeah.
He's bringing the Bronco community together at the tailgates, getting them hyped in the stands. What section do you sit in, sir?
I'm in section 521.
Yeah, bringing
right there
the thunder,
north stands,
baby.
right there in the north stand, right in the middle of the Bronco horse. You know, I love that.
Let's do.
Hell yeah.
That's super.
Let's just get into it. This guy's on a Broncos.
Hold on real quick.
Okay.
Shout out to Creeper. He's on the chat.
Oh,
he says Questa's my dog.
Yeah. What's that, Creeper, baby? Yes, indeed.
Yep.
Let's just get into it.
Yes.
you made it onto a game day magazine,
Game Day magazine itself, man.
Oh, that's dope.
You know what? Like,
That's
I knew that they were going to be doing for this in particular game, which is back, what it was, October 27th.
Yeah.
I knew that they were doing some type of like feature on me because the Broncos reached out and they were going to be following me throughout the whole tailgate. Just wanted to get the whole experience of what Bronco Libre had to do. Yeah. I had no idea until the morning of that this was actually,
no way.
I had no clue until the morning of. And my guy, David Soto, who works inside the stadium, took a picture of it and he goes, "Hey, bro, is this you?" And I was like, "Wait, what?" It's like, this is nuts. Like, you know, it was just amazing just what the Broncos have done so far for me, and I just appreciate that as well. But like making the actual game day cover, it's crazy and nuts.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. The new ownership, I got to give them a lot of props as far as reaching out to Broncos country and embracing Broncos country and having a lot of respect for all the culture and history of the Denver Broncos. I mean, you and my dad.
Exactly.
Like you said, they reign supreme. How long have you been out here, Cuesta?
I've been here actually since 2018.
2018.
Yeah, I came out here first. Worked at Coors Field.
2018.
And I did I used to work at Empower Field.
Where did you work at
I
Empower?
worked for Biker Gym at at the main course.
Yeah.
Biker Gym, those are bomb. Didn't he just move or?
Yeah, he sold it. Yeah, he sold it.
Oh
yeah, he
man.
sold it. Yeah.
Are they so they're no longer?
No longer.
Oh,
now, you know, I respect it, man. He started that with like $10,000, like a little under $10,000. Man, sold it for a nice penny, man. You know, he got older. You know, retirement. You know
definitely.
Yeah, I think he made his mark.
That's good.
Nice.
Yeah, no, he did make his mark. I mean, I enjoyed those. Oh, man, R.I.P. to those bikers.
Yeah,
man.
Jalapenos.
Yeah. That was that elk brat, man.
Those brats are the reason why Benny started liking onions.
Yeah.
That's crazy because they made with Coca-Cola. Like I was shocked.
Really?
Like real
my
Coke,
God.
straight out the can and pulled it up.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Speaking of Game Day magazine, what are some game day foods that you make, or what do you think? What is like your favorite game day thing to make and eat?
Okay, my favorite thing to eat. I love little winglets. I love the winglets. I like baked better, but I do also the fry or the dry rub. So me personally, when I cook for a game day, I would do my spicy little witches. You feel what I'm saying? And there'll be barbecue. Oh, you could? My spicy little bitches, baby. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So the barbecue or the buffalo, I'll do that. I also do my little pepper jack baked macaroni and cheese or cheddar baked macaroni and cheese. Yeah, man. So, you know, with my sweet mama cornbread. Yeah, baby. It's a little nice little bowl. Get your son to eat real good. Watch that game. You know, watch him cut up in there. Go at it.
Yeah.
Nice.
What about you, Bronco Libre?
You know, I keep it to my roots, and we make tacos.
Yes,
we have several different styles of tacos that we do. Yeah. We do pescada. So it's just a mixture of all these meats and spices and so forth. Asada, of course, al pastor. You know, I love just getting the tacos out there, and it's just so easy and convenient, especially when you're tailgating. And it's just a quick, easy grab and buy, grab and go. You know, that's what I love about it.
Indeed,
That's so awesome. 2018, so you came to Denver in 2018. 2018, that wasn't a good year for the Broncos.
No.
Who was our quarterback? Do you remember? I don't know. We went through so many quarterbacks.
We had a quarterback like every year at that point.
The Rockies might have been good when
the Rockies were good with Arnado.
Arnado and Blackman.
That was that last year. So that was the.
It was Case Keenum.
Case Keenum.
Case Keenum. Oh, Case Keenum. Okay, Keenum. Oh yeah. He was a quarterback. I just remember from that year. I think the Raiders. He played the Raiders, and it was wild in the stadium.
Oh, really?
It was a different level wild.
Yeah, that was always man. A lot of people don't know that. You know, when I lived in LA, when I lived in Las Vegas, being Hispanic, they were like, "Why do you like the Raiders? Why do you like the Broncos?" And it's like there's a bunch of us out here. There's a bunch of Denver Foos out here. You know, and you know, all the food pages, they either talk Cowboys or Raiders, but it's like Denver Foos, we like the Broncos.
Exactly.
Well, and we're some of the most loyal fans in everywhere, all of sports.
For
I think.
You know, like when you say that, the loyal, like you are 100%. Like there was one time I remember the Broncos put out something out with the season ticket holders that we had season ticket holders in all 50 states. So it didn't matter where you're from. They had season ticket holders in all the states, which was nuts. It's like when I heard that and saw that, I was like, this is nuts. Like, so there's a lot of people that are traveling back into Denver just to come to the game.
Yeah, the loyalty of Denver Foos and the Denver fans and Colorado sports fans and just Colorado people in general. We have a really great backbone backing that doesn't get a lot of recognition. And that's mostly why we created our platform, Denver Foos, to show this great support that Colorado gives. I mean, could you guys elaborate on the support? QUESTA, you first. The support of Colorado. You said they've embraced you when you've come in here.
Let me say this. From the southern part way down to Trinidad, so you go all the way up north to towns I never heard of. People have came and said, "Oh, I saw you on Instagram. I come get some food." And I'm like, "Oh, you from Colorado?" And they're like, "Yeah, I'm from Colorado." Like, 'cause I never heard of Bailey, Colorado. I never heard of that. It's a couple other times I never heard of them. And I'm like, "Oh, you from?" Oh, Nick, I said, "You come all the way here to?" I'm like, so they show from the top of Colorado to the bottom of Colorado. People showing love, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, people showing genuine, real love. Like, just shout out to the whole Box State, baby, man. The whole Box State.
Definitely. Yeah, we're like relaxed, low key, big supporters. A lot of times, a lot of people. There's a lot of humble people and just chill. And I think sometimes they're not like we don't put our proudness out there of Colorado like other states like Texas or you know some places are way.
Me personally, is visible. It's more visible than you might think. Like you're more known than you actually think. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause back home, where I'm from, New Orleans, you know, Denver thriving and pop. Oh man, I'm coming up to Denver. I gotta check Denver. So you don't really realize how popular you are until you thought. When you go travel here, and you tell somebody you from Denver, you live in Denver. Oh, watch the reaction.
Right.
Watch the reaction.
Yeah, no, it's a totally different thing now with just everything that's been going on. I mean, the Nuggets, when they won the championship, we went to Indiana for the All-Star game, and so many people were talking to us about. They were like, "Wow!" And then Dion, and then now Bo Nix and Sean Payton. So you're from New Orleans. How does it feel to have Sean Payton?
You know, when the Saints, when Sean Payton actually left from the Saints, you know, everybody was kind of like down and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Then to see him come to Denver, I was like, oh, look at Sean in Denver. You heard me? Yeah. And he bring his own system. And then the system that he bring, where you see it. You see the last season, right? Yeah. Like I said, man, you give him a little time. It's ready now. It's ready.
We have a lot of people that moved over here after Katrina or were here, but we still have, like, I know a couple people I used to work with at the auto auction. They were from New Orleans, but they still were repping for the Saints and everything. So I just wanted to get that perspective of people.
I get both because I love the Saints. You know, when you grow up as both. I'm like I tell people, I'm biased. You know what I'm saying? I'm biased. If the Broncos playing, I'm pulling for the Broncos every chance it is. When the Broncos and Saints pulling, I'm mutual now. I'm out the way. Let y'all do your thing, baby. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
I got to shout out one of our loyal supporters, Denver Foo, Andrea on Instagram. She says, "Wah."
Andrea, baby. Yes, indeed, man. I love it, bro. I love it. You know what I'm saying? And you catch me around, baby. You want, like I said, you want some good food, man. I show the big old love to everybody. I'm sometimes at the Hangover, Riverboat. You know what I'm saying? I'm there. Yeah, I'm there. Sheraton, baby. You know what I'm saying? You catch me in Rhino side, so I'm all over Denver, bro.
Yeah, no. QUESTA is literally everywhere. He's in the trenches. He's everywhere. I mean, what where do you get that work ethic from? You're just literally in motion. You're always working. You just got that drive, that hustle. Where does that come from?
I'm gonna be honest. You know, we all have a past. We all I myself personally at one time, you know, I was considered a criminal. I did prison time. So in prison they make you work. You have to work, and so that's where it got instilled in. PM, you're going to work.
Yeah.
And so even right now, even at my age right now, I just gotta work. I gotta move around. I can't this late. I'm still an early bird. Still get up around 5 o'clock, 5:30 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? And I just like to take a drive through downtown. A lot of people don't know this. When I'm in the wee hours in the morning, you might just see me. That little blue Honda y'all might see going skirting through downtown. I just love that early morning. Denver. I love that. Yeah.
Oh, something.
It's just it's a different type of like a spirit. It's just something, bro. It just captivate me and it's intrigued me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
motivate me.
I definitely
100.
understand that.
Yes,
those early mornings just driving downtown. I think it's just the crisp air and just like something about the city and just the sun shining, just sun rising. It is a whole different.
It's a whole different feel.
It's a whole different vibe. Like this morning when I was driving into work, 'cause I work downtown.
Okay.
And I'm coming up from the north side and then just coming in and off of I-25, just coming, like you see downtown, the buildings, the sun, the way that it's just glowing off of those buildings.
Off the buildings,
It's just so beautiful.
Yeah, man.
It's like I love driving in. I go, man, this is my city every single day. I'm driving into it.
We have such a beautiful city.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's narratives getting thrown out there, but we have such a wonderful city, wonderful people, and it's so beautiful. You've been to a lot of different places. How does Denver compare to other cities?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I said, the hospitality here in Denver, the fellowship, the people showing actual genuine love. You just can't compare that to nowhere else, and that's what have kept. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's the people. The people kept me in Denver. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest with you. That's why. I've been there.
Yeah, the Mile High Love.
I'm
I
gonna
love
be
that.
here.
The Mile High Love.
it's the
So
people, bro.
you started your journey at the Broncos. That's crazy how we see how and now you're sitting next to one of the biggest super
I
fans.
told him when I said him, I said, man, I saw you before. I said, oh, that's why I see you, because they put his face on the screen.
Yeah.
No, my boy, man. Yeah.
And so, Bronco Libre, how long have you had season tickets, or how long have you been going to games?
I've been going to games since the mid '80s when my uncle actually took me to my first Bronco game.
Nice.
But I've had season tickets since 2011, so Tebow's first year. So being able to have that, you know, I've always been a huge as my first season as a ticket holder, and for that to be how miraculous that was, you know, it's been hooked. I can't not ever go to a game. I think I've only missed one game out of my whole time having season tickets right now.
Wow.
And people always come up and ask me or send me a message, and this is the times that we're doing good. Like, if you ever have extra tickets, let me know. Let me know if you have extra tickets. But also during those seasons when we were doing bad, I contacted the same people. Hey, you want to come to a game? Let's go. Like, I'll give it to you. They don't know where to be found. They'll ghost you and all that. It's like,
oh man,
you have those seasonal supporters who they're only there when they're doing good, and then when they're not, they're gone. But not me. I'm there every single day.
Yeah, you're there every single game. How early do you usually start tailgating?
I'm getting in line to get into the parking lot about 5:30 in the morning. And the lot really doesn't open until 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So you're there early. And again, I want to make sure we got a spot. We normally have the same spot that we tailgate in lot C10. So if you guys are out there, I'll be out there at C. I don't know if you guys will still be at C4 if I'm not there, but if I'm not at C10, I'm always going to be with these guys. So it doesn't matter. Tailgating. Yeah. So if you guys have any questions about that as well, please don't hesitate to hit me up. Everyone's welcome to come. Bronco Libre on Instagram, Bronco Libre 5280 on Twitter. Hit me up, send me a message. More than happy to chat with you. Let's get things together and bring the community together. And that's just what I'm here as well. Is it's like bring everyone together.
Recently they had the pro day up at CU, and Sean Payton was over there. I mean, you think what do you think of the odds of us getting maybe Travis Hunter?
You know, the odds of that happening is half. Like we'd have to move up to the number 2 pick in the draft.
Right.
Because I believe for the draft next week is Cam Ward is going number 1, and then they already have odds out with Travis Hunter going at number 2 to Cleveland. So if we are going to do that, that would be a phenomenal thing to do. If we can make a trade to Cleveland to say, hey, we want number 2 because we want Travis.
He did say he wants to stay in Colorado.
He did.
He said that. I mean, he really actually said that. Yeah, he let people know, man, I would love to be in Colorado.
Yeah, that was when he first came over here too, because he likes fishing, the outdoors. I mean, it is the perfect state.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you guys do any fishing?
I haven't been fishing at all, but I'm told that you go somewhere like up north, it's some type of ice fishing.
Ice fishing.
Well, you can go. There's lots of places that you can go, especially out in the mountains and do all that, where the lakes actually gets frozen, so that you can go in there and do that. I have a buddy. His name is Jose Rocha. If you guys, if you're actually looking to do that, he's out there always fishing with his sons and so forth. So we'll link up as well. Like if you definitely want to do that,
I need to try it. I want.
So like it's going to be getting close to like where the lake's already starting to not freeze up, to thaw out for the summer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for the summer stuff. Okay. Yeah, but yeah, if we'll link up and we'll go
man,
that.
I would like to do
yeah,
that.
because fishing is so much fun.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, I haven't gone fishing since I was a kid. What? Speaking of fish, what type of dishes do you serve up fish?
Yeah, I do catfish. I do fried catfish. I do it's real Creole season, so I make it a little spicy or non-spicy. I also do blackened catfish. I do blackened salmon. Let me see. I could do some trout. Yeah, I love tampering with.
The testimonial.
Yeah.
I will trust this man with any of his food. It is so good.
It's so delicious.
Thank you,
Our dad tried his mac and cheese for the first time, and he literally said, "This guy ain't fucking around." and my dad's in his 60s right now, and he will let you know if he doesn't like something.
That's what we love about Dad. No filter.
That, man. Right. Big shout out to Dad, man. Thank you, bro. That's a big cosign.
Yeah.
No, yes, indeed.
So big accomplishment. You will have a pop-up restaurant here. Can you tell us? Break it down. Tell us the details about it.
Okay. The details is my investor, my business partner. His name is Vutron. He's originally from Denver, Colorado. Born and raised here. Him and my cousin, they talked, stepped to me, said, "Hey man, I like what you're doing. I love what you're doing. I would like to, get involved." And there it is, the pop-up kitchen. Now the pop-up kitchen, let me explain. So the pop-up kitchen works as I go in, serve up my dishes, serve up my food. People could come through and buy at a specific time, like 12 noon to 6 p.m. Also, then 2-3 days go by, then I'll do it 2-3 days in a row. And so that's how a pop-up kitchen is. It's a pop-up restaurant. It's not something that's every day, but it is, 3-4 times a week.
And what type of items are you going to be serving up on that menu, sir?
I'm going to be serving up the pepper jack big macaroni and cheese, the spicy little bitches, as well as my lukewarm little bitches. The lukewarm little bitches is the Creole season. They're not no spice. So if you don't want spice, they're perfect. Now the spicy little bitches, they're all going to be baked with kiwi and pineapples. I also have the sweet mama on cornbread, and I'm going to have my Creole season collard greens. That's going to be the 4 main dishes that's going to be sold up. I will be doing seafood over there, so for like an etouffee, some blackened catfish, nice shrimp over rice. Yes, indeed, sauteed shrimp over rice.
Ooh,
yes,
man.
Indeed,
Yeah. Dad's hungry. My dad's rubbing his belly right now. It's making him hungry.
Yes, so.
And then so this weekend it's good.
This weekend on the 19th, man. Like I said, there's a couple of surprises. It's gonna be a DJ. Like I said, from 12 to noon. A lot of people gonna go to the game up there in Boulder, the spring game. We're gonna show a lot of support, and people gonna come down and eat. That's some nice surprises. I'm gonna say it again. People gonna come down and eat. I don't want to give out no surprises.
Where is it located?
It's located at 88 View is right there next to Pizza Hut and Starbucks, and it's in that plaza right across the street from the police
That ain't
station.
too far from us.
Yeah, right across
Yeah,
the
no,
street.
we are there.
We're
baby.
already
We are
there.
Thank you, man. Right
So-
up by George Washington High School.
Yep, G Dub. So you mentioned the spring game, the black and gold
black and
game,
gold, yes,
which
indeed.
they were trying to make it a like an exhibition. But then the NCAA, they were like, nope, we want our money or something. I mean, what is your thoughts on that? I mean, Prime is just bringing all the excitement and just upping the ante on everything. Everything he does, he gives 110%. And it shows. I mean, look at where he turned that whole program around. He got his contract extended. I'm happy with him. My little side story. So when Deion Sanders was playing both sports, he was playing for the Cincinnati Reds, and my dad took us to Coors Field, and we sat in the rock pile, and we were sitting right behind him. Because my dad was like, this guy, this is greatness. We might never see this ever again. We need to go check this out.
We skipped school. You know, it was just like what they used to do now, where they you know, you see all the different teams come and play. It wasn't like that.
Okay, all right.
So once they did
that's
that, he's
true.
like, you guys need to see this guy play.
Yeah.
And it was
I
awesome.
remember baseball, and then the rock pile, because the rock pile is kind of like the not equivalent to the Dal stands, but like that's kind of where the rowdier Rockies fans are, the rock pile. And they were just taunting him. They were saying Dion, but I think it was like a appreciation thing too. Like it didn't feel. It felt like love, like because it's just like. I think it was probably maybe the one and only time he played at Coors Field because, with the National League and the different leagues, we didn't get them too much often. So it was a special thing, and I remember that to this day. And then now he's here, just making all this impact and bringing people to Colorado. It's amazing.
So, what I would like to put into this as well for that
Go ahead.
gold and black game itself, and now how we were talking about how Dion wants to have an exhibition with another school itself. Eventually, I feel that it's just the beginning of it, and it's just more about, I think, that the NCAA, how you said, that they want their money and so forth. They're just trying to figure a way how to get their money and monetize it as well.
And probably keep it fair for the other teams and stuff.
And again, it's just a scrimmage, and I feel like they're just trying to push like how now they have the NIL deals and so forth. And it's going to be there where they're going to have these preseason games. It's not going to be like the preseason game to go to conference plays, but it will be there. And it's also talking about like the kids and their eligibility and the number of games that they play. Like let them play. They're getting paid already now, so just go ahead and let them play and have fun again. Because you just don't want to beat up on yourselves all the time, because you do that already enough during practice. Have them have an exhibition game. Let them do something like that. It's only going to be good for the game. It's good for these other players that are out there. So, but like I mentioned, I think it's going to happen. It's just going to be just when it's going to happen.
Yeah, they're going to figure it all, the logistics out of it. But like that just shows how Coach Prime is just a visionary of just, he's just always upping the ante, and it's
a very huge game. Like if y'all remember last year, like that stadium was sold out, man.
And it was raining and cold, but
people was out there. That's a huge game.
I got to do a quick shout out here. And I got a question for you guys after my shout out.
I got one too. So
it's SEshirtsandhoodies.com.
Yeah.
Yo, Denver, if you're all about repping your city in style, you need to check out SEshirtsandhoodies.com. They've got the freshest streetwear, dope designs, and quality that actually lasts. Whether you're looking for a new hoodie, a fresh tee, or custom gear that speaks to your vibe, SEshirtsandhoodies.com has got you covered. Now, my question is, the Bronco Libre. Speaking of Deion Sanders coming and playing in Denver, did he ever play against John Elway?
I think he did. Like
Yeah,
during
one-
that time.
I
there
tried
at
to
least
look.
a
I
couple
tried to
times.
look it up, and I can't find anything.
Yeah, no, I think he got an
mean-
interception on him actually.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
One time they only like
okay.
face each other like,
like that
one
one
time.
time.
Okay, okay.
I finally did because we were researching it a couple years ago when
Okay.
he first came out
Yeah.
because he pulled up to a Broncos game and I think he pulled up to a couple in the last few years and they were in the suite and because shout out to Well Off Media showing us all the exclusive access, Deion Sanders Jr. And we were just like, I wonder if he ever played at Mile High. And we started looking through all the Googles and everything. But so
He also turned down Shanahan because Shanahan wanted him to come here.
Yeah.
during the
Right.
back-to-back years.
Yeah.
We finally got him.
We finally got Deion. My Broncos historian, my dad, informed us of that information right now. Shout out to Broncos Abe.
Yes.
Yeah, follow him on Broncos Abe on Instagram. He's shaking
My
his
mom's
head.
gonna be pissed, bud. I'm just kidding.
He's like, no, don't. Go follow.
Yeah. So this weekend they're gonna retire 2 jerseys up at CU football.
Yeah.
Did see that.
They're gonna retire Shedeur Sanders, number 2, and then they're gonna retire
Number 12.
number 12,
Travis Hunter.
Travis Hunter. I think they're deserving of it. I mean, and I think it's great to do that, especially in front of Shedeur because everything he's brought into CU.
I mean, he
and-
was breaking records, right?
Yeah, Shedeur was breaking passing
he
records,
was killing it.
killing it, and Travis Hunter, come on, Heisman.
He's just the best player in college football last year. But you could also say that he might have the best season as any player in college history. Just what he was been able to do on both sides of the ball. You have to look at what he did to both sides.
Yeah.
And the time he played on it.
Exactly.
I mean, like the whole game, like
Yeah.
all the plays, like both sides, like man.
There's a time where he there's rarely that he took any snaps off, and he led of course the lead, the whole country in snaps played. So there was no one even close to him this last year.
Yeah.
That was true.
And Benny made a good point. We were talking about this earlier. That why not just do it now? Why wait years down the line? It's like let's celebrate them right now.
Exactly.
Until way later than whatever. I mean, the relevancy's here.
Yeah.
Like I said, they're trying to make this spring game more exciting. I mean, it's already been exciting for the past 2 seasons, but I mean, it's well deserving. I mean, speaking of retired jerseys, I'm going to ask you guys about, since right now we're in full locked in for the playoffs, for the Nuggets.
Yeah.
Carmelo Anthony just retired, or not retired. He just got accepted into the NBA and the Pro Basketball Hall of Fame, which is well deserved. Shout out to Melo. Most Denver Foos, we feel like he did us dirty. And then, and some people don't feel like maybe Jokic should have even got 15 at the beginning, but now Jokic has just dominated just the league, not even just the record books for the Nuggets. What are your guys' thoughts on Carmelo Anthony getting his jersey maybe hung up in the rafters with his... It's a pretty big debate. I mean, there's a lot of people in pro basketball that feel like Carmelo should be honored by the Nuggets, but then a lot of people here locally, a lot of Nuggets Nation, they don't feel that way. We have respect for what he did and the attention he brought to the organization. It's kind of a sticky situation.
Because they both have the number 15, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And I think, and the Carmelo Anthony, he did up and leave. Yeah, I got that. That kind of that mess up, but for a local person like that's just special.
There was also some comments that he had on when he was on the way out, right?
So when he
that
came,
doesn't sit well.
When he came over here when he was playing with
Syracuse,
no, the Trailblazers.
Trailblazers.
Oh yeah,
he was playing with the Trailblazers, and he was number 0. And somebody in the crowd, I remember this. It said, went from hero to 0. I'm sorry, that's out of my mind. But a reporter, it's always a media guy, has always got to ask a weird question. He asked them, do you think you should, be embraced here or whatever? I don't know. It was a weird question. So I'll give him the benefit of the doubt that they asked him a weird question to trigger him.
Right.
But then he said, my jersey should be in this rafters, and he kind of came back snarky about it. But that didn't sit well with a lot of fans, especially me. But I'm just like, what? Well, what did you do? I mean, you did bring a lot of prominence to the Nuggets and made us hot as far as like the cool team, most selling jersey. Him and LeBron and Iverson, those are like the three jerseys everybody wanted. And
I was looking at
I mean, I was living in Las Vegas at the time, and it was crazy to see people wearing Nuggets jerseys, besides like the Alex English throwbacks and stuff, but like current Nuggets, it was like, what? But Carmelo Anthony was a force to be reckoned with. He won the national championship at Syracuse, and he was in the playoffs every season for the Nuggets. So we can't deny what he did for us. Well, how do you feel, Bronco Libre?
You know, for me itself, yes, he did bring back Nuggets basketball, because when he did come to the team, he did bring it back, because at the time we were struggling with the Nuggets itself. But with him coming in and just bringing us into the playoff contentions every year. But my thing is, I think it was only one season that we passed the first round. It was only, we're one and done that whole time. So after all, like over and over, you get frustrated. It's like, oh man, can we get any further? Can we get any further? And then the way, like even like how you're saying, like the way that he went out when he went to New York, when he went over there, and again, I thought a lot of it as well. But I think that at the time when he was married to Lala, I think it was a lot with Lala saying, hey, I need to be on one of the coasts to do her career as well at the same time. So and she felt like he was holding her back and so forth. So I think that's part of it as well. It's like, man, look at my wife is like wanting to do this, do that. What do I need to do to help her out? Like
Definitely, yeah. I mean, so at the end of the day, these players that we idolize and we go so hard for, we forget that sometimes that they are just human beings and they have families and they have a life and most of these guys, like these players and coaches, like a Dion, like a Michael Malone, we only have them for the time that they're here. They're loyal to their families and wherever they're from. So I mean, I don't know. It's a lot to unpack sometimes. Because the emotion, the passion that Denver sports fans have, it could get complicated when it comes to them humanizing them. They're a human being as well.
And like for me, like I could say like we could put like his picture up, but to have the number with it, not gonna be suffice. Like we can put him in the rafters, say, look, you're a great player that played for us for 7-8 years, but the number wise, the 15 is gonna be retired, and it's gonna be Joker's number ultimately. So it doesn't matter what's gonna happen. We can have you up there in the rafters. I think it's just gonna be your picture. Maybe a little tiny spot in the mark with a circle with the 15 on it, but that's about it.
Well, we don't even really have like I mean, maybe they'll do this because they're about to restructure all that area right there, even by Elitch's and the parking lot of.
I saw the whole design.
We actually
work at Elitch too.
We probably need some type of like Memorial Hall of Fame for like Nuggets and the Avs. We don't really have that over at Ball Arena. Or do we? Am I missing? Maybe in like the suites, or maybe in the Club Lexus or something.
Maybe, which we don't have access to.
But
come on, Denver Nuggets, get us there.
I don't think they do, but we should have like everybody that's retired or Nuggets legends and Avalanche legends. They need to do something. So take notes, okay? Like the Broncos, they got the Ring of Fame, and then they have all those statues outside up in the front,
which is all the Ring of Famers. You know what? I didn't also notice until this year when Mecklenburg got into the Hall of Fame that at the practice facility they hang up a Hall of Fame flag over there.
Wow.
Practice facility.
I did just notice that this year too.
Yeah, and I didn't notice it until this year because at one of the practices that I went to, they just sent me for Mecklenburg, which I was like, dang, this is actually really cool. Like, and I never knew it. And it's just, but the crazy thing is that those flags are on the side of the practice facility and whatnot.
Right.
So like if you're not going to that part of the practice facility, you're never gonna see it.
Yeah. No,
I think it was Gradishar.
Yeah, Randy Gradishar.
Yeah.
So
Mecklenburg.
Mecklenburg, Gradishar,
It's all right.
But it's because Mecklenburg was there that day too.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, Mecklenburg's. Oh, you know, speaking of Mecklenburg,
Because they're the same color.
Hey,
they kind of look similar. They have like the blonde hair and stuff.
I know.
And they were both defensive guys. We
They
did
both played basketball?
Yeah.
What?
You did,
Oh.
I played. I know. Daughter over at this. What is it? Highlands Ranch Littleton YMCA
One-on-one.
league.
No, I'm just kidding. No, it was on the league.
Yeah, we used to play against each other.
You balled her up.
But so speaking of retirement jerseys and Hall of Fame and all that, my dad, he's got opinions on guys that should be in the Ring of Fame for the Denver Broncos. The Ring of Fame that you think should go, or you know, there's talks of maybe Von Miller coming back to the Broncos and he's still active player. But who would you say? Who are some players that aren't in the Ring of Fame that should be in the Ring of Fame?
Oh wow, that's a good question. Who's not there yet? That could be in there now.
Who do you think, Abe?
Is Al Wilson in there?
No.
No, he's not.
Al Wilson was a
Al
badass.
Wilson was badass, and like it sucks that his career was cut short with his neck injury. But yeah, I feel like that's a good one right there because when he was in there, he was a terror.
Right. What about like? I think. You think McCaffrey should be in there?
Yeah.
I think McCaffrey.
Eddie Mack. Yeah.
Dude, him and Rod Smith were like top wide receivers back like in those years, like stats wise, but they would always give the praise to, you know, the big market teams.
Yep. And they think there's a so small market, and I feel like because me and your dad were just actually talking about when he was watching the Broncos in the '77 season. We only have one representation from the Orange Crush in the Hall of Fame now, which is Randy. So you need to get all those other guys like Tom Jackson. You need to get all of those guys from the defensive side into the Hall of Fame. It's just so sad that power for the Hall of Fame itself, they don't recognize that team. And if you look at all like the steel curtain and all that, how many Hall of Famers that those guys have, and the Broncos now just have one that was just entered in last year, which is unfathomable. It's like I don't get that part of it, which we just need to start advocating. And I know one of my buddies, his name is Ron Katz, who won Fan of the Year in 2021. He was the advocate for 3 years. We just need to get them on board, like saying, all right, who's the next player that we need to advocate and start getting that push out there so that the Broncos and all that can start talking to the voters and say, hey, let's get these guys in here. Because especially I feel like, the next one, Tom Jackson, let's get him to the Hall of Fame.
Right, Tom Jackson for sure.
Yeah.
he was the one that told John Madden when they beat him in the AFC Championship for the first time to go to the Super Bowl. They beat the Raiders. The Raiders were defending Super Bowl champions in '77. My dad actually was at the game. He was working at the game. And what did he say? It's over, fat man.
Because they were our bully for the longest time.
They were our bully for the longest time. And so, you know, that's why that rivalry with Broncos versus Raiders is the same thing.
You know what I like about that? Because that's the last time that they won.
The Super Bowl?
Yeah. Because they were in there, when was it, 2001 or something like that? And they... That was that famous tuck rule game.
They haven't been there.
They sure did that. I forgot that with the Raiders.
Yeah, and then the next year they went against Tampa Bay when they traded their coach.
Yeah.
In weird fashion. That's why when Michael Malone got fired, I was like, "What are we doing?" or some Raider shit or something like that. Like, but I mean, shit, the Joker's looking good, and I mean, he's like a general out there. I would say he's like similar to a Peyton Manning. You know, like he knows the game so well, and he's finally, you know, players, they progress and evolve, and he's always, I felt like, a silent kind of guy, but now he's 10 years in this league, Nikola Jokic, and he's able to just be more vocal with the players. And
you saw that already with they had that scene already where he's holding the whiteboard. It's like this is what we're trying to do. You know, like he's that player coach that is. Nobody's going to be able to stop him because of his IQ of the game is so high. Like nobody can really what's going to happen. You just can't stop him.
He's getting better every year.
Exactly.
Even after the MVP seasons, he's getting even better
this is
than
his
that.
best season yet, and he won
And he
3
got the
MVPs. That's crazy.
The players around him, the Pickett's, the Watsons, and the Christian, man, they up their game.
Oh,
they really up their game.
Oh, definitely.
So, Porter gonna do what Porter do. Yeah, Gordon gonna do what Gordon do. They dominant. They strong. But to see Watson, Pickett, and play like this season, like they some dogs, bro.
Yeah,
they vicious. They vicious.
Seriously.
So that's what you could tell when you have a great player on your team is that the play of these other guys are just so elevated, which is crazy.
Game. Joker elevated the game.
It elevates their game, and it seems like it's so effortlessly. You could see when some of these guys go to other teams. I'm not gonna tell you, Bruce Brown, but I just said it. Where you're at now, you're on your second team already. You got traded again. You know, you went away from us thinking that you're going to do something better, but I'm happy for you that you got paid. You know, that wasn't going to happen here in Denver. We all knew that, but I'm glad that you went out and got paid. But guess what? Like, if you want to come back and help us out with on defense, we're going to need it.
Yeah. That would be a big help.
Gotcha. Yeah, man, they doing good, man. Murray, everybody, the season, bro. The Nuggets have a hell of a season, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I mean that first.
What a story if we can make it all the way and win it all. You know.
And part of it, like I was just listening to the radio coming up here, and they're talking about like how Kroenke was already ready to fire Malone. Like back during the Thanksgiving.
Yeah, during the Thanksgiving.
During
But
Thanksgiving,
winning streak.
they were an 8-game winning streak, and that's why. And he said he couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So a part of it, I think, is that they see that with this Nuggets team, that they're able to go far and deep into the playoffs. They feel like they can do that.
Yeah, they got the talent.
And if they already had in mind that at the end of the season, they're going to fire Malone. That what are you going to do? You go out and you actually win the championship, or you get into the Western Conference Finals. How are you going to say you're going to fire your coach for getting you that far into the season itself? So they said, might as well just do it now.
Yeah,
you know.
You're right.
So
I never look at it like
it makes it a lot easier to do it now than it is doing later.
Okay,
Say if he does win you the championship,
then it would be it would be hard to tell
it's
everybody.
so hard to say, hey, you just won us the championship, but we're going a different direction.
Yeah, well,
like
today they mentioned because Stan Kroenke had to go and like address some things that have been going around as far as like what happened, and he said that is also he mentioned that like Calvin Booth and Mike Malone's relationship was tainted since 2023.
Yeah, I know, I read that, and they said the whole office was just hostile. People pick sides. I'm rolling with Malone. I'm gonna ride with Booth. Yeah, I read that. I listened to him say that.
Yeah, no, I mean, and then even was it last year? Yeah. I think no, there was really like a divide in the locker room.
Is the rumor true? You know, I don't want. This is a rumor, y'all. I don't put in, these people multi-millionaires. So don't look. This is the rumor I heard is somebody slept with somebody. Girl.
I think that
That's
happened.
What I heard. I heard that.
I mean, I don't know that for a fact, but knowing how a couple guys on the team are kind of out here, I mean, I know some things. I ain't gonna let everybody know what's going on out here with some of these guys. Some of these guys aren't as focused as the other guys, and I could definitely see something like that could have possibly happened. I mean, Denver is small.
They was beefing. I was like, that was person. That was real.
It's crazy though, man.
Hold y'all, lose y'all job. That's some real beef.
Yeah. But yeah, no, they just couldn't see eye to eye, and back Sean Payton said, before he became coach, that the reason why he chose Denver was because the relationship with the owner and the GM and the coach, that three tripod, it has to make sense. Everybody has to be all on the same team, all on the same.
That's why they both had to go.
Yeah, that's why. So they got rid of them, and they were just.
Was that the first time ever like that happened?
I think
Yeah, because usually they keep one or the other, right?
And then
we ain't just talking about no coach that just won.
Well, and again, they quote unquote said that they're not
I didn't believe it when I first saw it. I said, "Oh, somebody clickbait." Clickbait.
For real.
Allegedly.
Right. I saw y'all post out there. Oh, it's real. It's real.
Shout out to my mom. She says it's allegedly.
Allegedly.
And she did say, she was on the chat. She did say earlier, she said, "Who are all these itches following my husband on IG now?" She's joking though. She's joking.
It wasn't me. I didn't say nothing.
It was your boys. Oh, it looks like QUESTA's gonna have to cook for him tonight. He says.
So the Bronco season, we're how many days until draft?
We're 10 days away.
Oh,
10
wow.
days
We're
away.
Bo Nix days away.
Yeah.
Bo Nix, shout out
So
to
Bronco
Bo Nix,
Libre is like our Broncos insider here for Denver Foos.
Yeah.
So what are the projections as far as for this NFL draft for the Broncos? What are they saying?
Things that I've been, a lot of rumors and all that. If we're going to keep the number 20 spot, which I think we should, we need a running back. We're going to need a running back that's going to be out there. Of course, our number one, the one self, Boise Broncos, get Genty out here, but I don't feel like he's not gonna fall that far down. And a lot of rumors is that the Raiders might pick him up.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's a lot of the rumors.
They don't. Who's their quarterback right now?
They
They got what's his name from Geno
Geno
Smith, and then they got Pete Carroll.
A lot of Raider fans were pissed about that.
I have my one buddy that I work with, and he's a Raiders fan, and his name's Geno jersey now.
The Las Vegas Seahawks,
right? That's exactly what they are. But honestly, I feel like our running back that we might get is the kid from North Carolina, Omari Hampton.
Another North Carolina, because Javonte was from North Carolina, wasn't he? UNC.
Javonte?
Yeah.
I think he might have been.
He's with the Cowboys now.
Yeah, the Cowgirls. Yeah.
Man, my heart a little bit. My dad, he said, because before we got Bo Nix, we didn't know whose jersey to get. And we all got Javonte Williams jerseys. And now he's gone. So now
he's gone.
I'll call you out on your...
What about football that just make everybody just so riled up, emotional? Like, what is it about that football?
I mean,
is it because ever since we were little kids,
something.
It's just something triggers. It's like you gonna have some type of emotion behind that football.
I will say,
no other sport like that just get you like that.
I don't know, man.
It's just the passion. I think it's because with us, the football community itself is like, we don't play that many games a season.
Yeah, okay.
As well. So you get more invested into it, I think, as well. Right. And just because then once the season's done, you're just thriving. And that's part of it as well.
Okay, all right.
Is that you just have that passion just for the game itself.
Like the NBA, they play 82 games. The MLB plays 160. So one Broncos game is like 20 Rockies games. And one Bronco game is like 10 Nuggets games. That's why out here it's like, shit, the Nuggets. We'll be all right. But when the Broncos lose, it's life or death.
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly
it's
what
like, oh shit, we can't lose to the Raiders. We can't lose to the Chargers. Everything means so much. Every play, every game. And man, but it's a beautiful thing to have a young quarterback like Bo Nix. What do you guys think of Bo Nix?
I love him.
Bo Nix. Yeah, he ready. I'm talking about he ready. Just that's just a rookie year.
Yeah.
Just think about that rookie year. That man, he's something serious. He got a home, right? And his accuracy, he's stepping. Yeah. He don't make foolish decisions. You know what I'm saying? So,
he
ready.
He channeled some Joker a little bit in that season. Last year, he just progressed and got better.
Got better. Yep.
He got better. I mean,
I feel like the first 4 games of the season, they were like a test. I think that Sean Payton was giving him. We struggled those first 4 games itself. Yeah, one of them against the Raiders and we beat them and whatnot. But I still feel like it was still a test for him. He opened the playbook a little bit more and more throughout the season, and look what he did. He understands the game. He understands the coverage that he's going against. Have the sophomore slump. He's going to do this. I don't think so. He hasn't even hit the full potential of the playbook that Sean Payton has for him. And that is the dangerous thing. If you can get him to just continue to progress and progress, it is going to be a great season for Bo Nix. I can already see it. I feel it.
Yeah, come on, baby. I'm getting hyped. You're hyping me up.
Let's go.
Yeah,
we have to draft on Thursday.
I think you because Sean Payton have that experience with dealing with that superstar quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, with his talent and with the experience Sean Payton got, that's why to me, Bo Nix is gonna be great. Bro.
Yeah.
Questa Walker is our Sean Payton insider. He grew up a Saints fan, so hell yeah.
Sean Payton, man.
For a little bit, there was
the whole team out there don't play good.
Yeah, there was a little uncertainty with Sean Payton in the first few years. Broncos country. Some of the analysts, what's her name? Liv Moods. Shout out to Liv Moods. She was a little upset with him. So, I mean, yeah, if you need somebody to lean on about Sean Payton, Questa's our guy. You know him. And we got Bo Nix now.
He likes steaks, too. He likes steaks.
Yeah.
Going back to when we bought the Javonte Williams jerseys, my dad also did buy a Jerry Jeudy jersey, but a few days later he had a filling and then he returned it.
Well, because we were so hyped about Russ.
Right.
We were so hyped about the Russ. We bought all the Russ jerseys too.
You know, and
those were all just because we're like the weapons, man. Javonte, Jeudy. We, you know, it was like
and he's a
so
man of color. To be honest with you,
yeah.
You know,
it was cool.
We wanted him to do good.
Yeah.
The thing is, the moment with the Broncos is when Shannon Sharp. That's Shannon Sharp. If you look on my page, it's me and Shannon Sharp taking a picture. We in the elevator in Powers Field. So remember they was acknowledging them for like all that season.
Yeah.
25 years. Yeah. 25 years.
So I was there with all of them.
Oh,
But
wow.
Tim Patrick. I cooked for
nice.
number 33, the cornerback who got traded. The high yellow guy cooks for all of them, you know.
Oh, yeah. Justin Simmons.
Yeah, Justin Simmons. Yeah, I cooked for. But I was in that when they celebrated them, the 25th, and I was
nice.
there. And they just come off the field and they got on the elevator, and I'm like, man, that's the boy that be on TV. Oh, that's the show. You know,
Shay. Man, you know, and Shay, he's a Denver fool. And he's one of the biggest sports personalities and podcast personalities.
Yeah, right.
I mean, he had that big interview with Cat Williams last year. Shook the world.
Oh yeah, we don't give enough shout outs to him. He's got enough shout outs. No.
To come on down to the Denver Foos Barbershop, right where we're at live, 1400 South Federal Boulevard. And
let's make it happen, Sharp. Let's go.
Questa, I think on our last show, Mile High Sports, you mentioned, didn't you spend some time down here in South Denver when you first came out here?
When I first came, like from Lakewood, down Federal. So I used to go to all the food trucks. Not that I say used to, because I still do. I go to a lot of the food trucks here on Federal. That's why I like steak fajitas. I love them. You know, and I like to eat basically from everyone that do it. You know, it's just not just the same one.
Yep.
I like today, Monday this day, then Tuesday this day. A lot of people don't know I eat out basically every day.
Oh,
wow.
What is it gonna take? What is it gonna take to get some of your gumbo?
Oh, y'all want some gumbo? All right. You want seafood gumbo? You just want a meat gumbo? You want a veggie gumbo?
I'll take any
Okay.
one of them.
I gotta make my boy a gumbo. And the thing about it is going into spring, so there's two type of gumbos. There's a winter gumbo, which is very, very heavy, and then you also have a summer gumbo.
Educate
summer gumbo
me.
is a little light, and
I can
most
see
people say, man, you eat that gumbo, you get a little tired, you want to chill. But nah, some gumbo, it's gonna keep you going, baby. Yeah, you can eat that real quick.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, so I'm gonna get you a summer gumbo.
All right.
Yeah, yes indeed.
You also mentioned when you first came out here. Tell us about your first experience with green chili and what do you think of green chili here in Mile High City?
I had never tasted green chili ever. I didn't even know what it was. And I had a neighbor, and that's who actually introduced it to me. And I smelled it. See, I smelled the aroma. I was like, oh, that's some season right there. I said, baby, what that is y'all cooking in there? You know, I'm being nosy, you know. Oh, we got some green chili. You know what I really thought it was? I thought, you know, like chili on your dog.
Yeah.
When somebody told me green chili, I actually thought the chili was green. Like, that's what I was anticipating.
Oh, right.
Like, I didn't know it was a soup. Like, I didn't know it.
Right.
Man, when I tasted that and I digged in that thing, oh, yeah, baby, yes, indeed.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
It's on and popping. Yeah,
Definitely. Yeah, I mean, it's one of the phenomenons here locally. Like, if you know, you know. And everyone likes it so different. There's some people that like it
like
wet.
spicy.
Some people like it super spicy. Some people like it mild, like a gravy. Some people even use it as gravy for Thanksgiving and the holidays and stuff.
I actually put it with my gumbo.
Yeah.
I used to buy it from this lady. And I use it for my gumbo because it thickens the gumbo. It makes the gumbo. It gives it a different little flavor, different taste. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I like that green chili, man. Shout out.
We're gonna have to go on a green chili crawl with you and
let me taste them. Yeah.
We kind of stopped that series right now because we went into one of our green chili spots that we have. We have a list of 45 different restaurants that serve green chili and that have been serving green chili in the Denver metro area for years and years. And one of them actually became one of our sponsors, our first sponsor for the Denver Foos podcast, besides SE's shirts and hoodies. It's La Fiesta Mexican restaurant.
Yeah, I'm about to tell you, they food good too. Super good.
Yeah, you went and had that?
Right. Yes, indeed. A friend of mine came into the restaurant, and while we was working there, she bought some. And that's my first time tasting it.
Wow. That's amazing.
I was like, what? Wait. And then when he said the name, I said, that's Denver food. I'm talking about this was recent.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. I want to go over there. I want to go over there as a group. And we're going to go over there.
Well, definitely. We're going to have to bring both of you guys. Yeah. We got a little authentic hot and spicy salsa. They have it in a few stores locally. But here, we're going to give these to you guys. You guys get to take these home from La Fiesta.
Oh,
Thank you, guys.
Be careful.
Yeah. La Fiesta, baby. Big shout out. I'm coming.
La Fiesta, we'll be there.
It's very addicting, that chips and salsa, man. I'm telling you.
You know, one thing I do want to shout out La Fiesta as well. They do follow my TikTok account, and they're always on there liking my videos and all that, going on my live, liking everything up. So I do appreciate you guys.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you. We'll be there soon.
Yeah, make sure you guys check out La Fiesta, 2340 Champa Street. And we do a comedy show every first Saturday over at La Fiesta. We just had our first one, but we're going to be doing it. So I'd like to invite you guys out. We'll give you the VIP.
Get on that stage. I like to get on the stage. Oh, I tell some good jokes.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Yeah, that'll be awesome.
Get on that stage.
But definitely, well, we want to thank you guys so much for taking your time out, coming on the Denver Foos podcast. Plug, let's go one more time, everything you got going on, all your where you're serving it up all the time and stuff.
All right, live on location, celebrity chef QUESTA Walker III, back in the building, baby. Right here with Denver Food. You can find me on Instagram. Just punch in the word QUESTA, like you're on a quest, and just put an A in it. Once you put that up, you're going to see QUESTA Walker III. That is me right there. You can find me on TikTok. Just do the same thing. Yes, Lord. And guess what? This Saturday, April the 19th, baby, Soul Fire Kitchen. We about to handle business, baby. Look at 8801 View. Yes, Lord. We in the building, baby. Shout out Denver Food. Shout out La Fiesta. Shout out to Dad, man, because he keep it 100. Yes, indeed, baby. Y'all know how we rocking right here on this west side. Denver, Colorado, in the building.
Yeah.
And
Bronco Libre, tell them where they can find you and what you got coming up.
For me, Bronco Libre on Instagram and TikTok, and then Bronco Libre 5280 for Twitter or X. Whatever with Bronco related stuff, please hit me up. I'm more than happy to talk Broncos with you. Right now, what we have just coming up here is I also do a podcast myself as well with my buddy Adan Diaz, and he actually lives in Chicago, so we'll do that. He's a huge Bronco fan. On every Wednesday nights, we'll have it at 6 p.m. It's the Orange and Blue Network on Broncos Talk, and then on Friday nights we do a Spanish version of it called Viva los Broncos.
Yeah.
So go out and watch that as well. If you don't understand Spanish or anything like that, that's okay. You can rewatch it with subtitles. Subtitles come back on there. So if you want to do that, so it's so perfect. We just wanted to try to get out there more content, get more followers out there, just so that we can, do it just how these guys here. Denver Foos getting it up there and up there more.
Indeed, baby.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
So much.
Right on, guys. Well, thank you so much. Thank you all, Denver Foos, you loyal Denver Foos, always tuning in, keeping it locked. We got more in store for you guys, so stay tuned, stay subscribed, like, share, comment, all that good
Follow.
stuff. Thank you.
Yeah.
We love you guys. We're out.
Good night.
out.
Yes,
Good
indeed,
night.
baby. One. Yeah, I gotta get